Hey Matt, it's Chewy, and it's time for your weekly update. So, some things have happened. I don't know if I talked about this last month, but on Patreon, I started doing something new for patrons, and that is that I do a not weekly, that'd be crazy. I do a monthly newsletter now, and so the first month I had a lot of cool stuff to talk about, and then the month was going on, and then I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna say at this next month, and then of course, I do have lots of things to say. So one of the big things, I guess everybody gets a little sneak peek about it, but this is the most visible thing on Patreon as far as what I do and everything. But I try to be pretty, I guess, open about what the goals are, what the money goes toward, and that sort of thing. So the big thing that changed is that I always had this $100 goal. Like, as soon as I reach $100, I'm going to get a capture card for my 3DS. Because right now I've been, I think a lot of people know, I've been borrowing Sergio's 3DS that is capture card enabled, and I record through that. But yeah, I guess just in the future, I always wanted to have my own, give Sergio back his 3DS, and recently, I don't know, I guess how many people follow this market, because it's a pretty small market, but the person who makes capture cards, this person out of Japan, copyright laws have changed, and essentially what their business was, which was modifying 3DSs to, give them capture capabilities, that became an illegal business, so I'm sure they got caught up on legal fees and all that sort of thing, but long story short, they're bankrupt now, and so the market is essentially going to disappear. What's left of the capture cards at this point is essentially the stock of whatever. I'm sure maybe there are places that are figuring out how to do it, because the price didn't seem to skyrocket too much. It was definitely higher than the original place, but I think the place I went through actually modifies the capture unit a little bit more to give it some extra features. But yeah, I decided to buy one on my own and kind of rush that purchase. But I was like, well, that leaves me with changing kind of the Patreon around a bit. And I always felt like the capture card goal was something that was it's a good goal, but it's like a one-time thing. Like, it's not something that needs to keep being paid or keep happening with the show. And so I changed the $100 goal to be like a monthly Animal Crossing piece of art for the show, which is, Heiken. So yeah, I'm hoping to reach that and start getting them monthly, because I'd really love to make a calendar at the end of all of this artwork and everything. I'll have to contact the artists and everything to see what I should do about, compensation and that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm excited about that change. I think it's a good one. And yeah, so the goals are changing, especially, and I feel like this goes with my $200 goal as well, where I want to actively go out and start creating Heiken merchandise or Chewy Plays types of things, but probably mostly Heiken stuff because it's Animal Crossing related, and I feel like there's just not enough Animal Crossing stuff out there to buy. So overall, I think it'd be fun. Outside of that, just regular life stuff I've been working on is, well, I guess this one's not exactly regular life. It's still Animal Crossing related, still Heiken related. But we're planning a movie festival for the Heiken members. We're going to do a Heiken movie night is what we're calling it right now. But yeah, we're essentially starting a movie night. The first one's going to be the Animal Crossing movie. I think I found, once again, or people on the Discord helped me find, well, they led me to links where you could once again watch it in, because the way we're going to do it on Rabbit, which is this cool app where you can watch things at the same time with people. It gives you a little chat room and all that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm going to announce it officially on the podcast, but I guess for everybody listening to this, because less people check this out than the podcast, but, not too many less now. I feel like the audience for the weekly updates has been growing, which is pretty funny, because this is, I feel like I always get the question, who's Matt? And that sort of thing. Maybe I'll answer that again one day, but it is in a past episode, I think. I think I've talked about this. But anyways, so We're going to be doing these movie nights on the last Saturdays of the month at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, mark your calendars. There will be, like I said, an official announcement during the podcast. But, yeah, everybody gets to hear it here early. I think, well, the Haken villagers already know about it. I've mentioned it to them. And yeah, so it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. And then after we do the Animal Crossing movie, we're going to branch off, do some more types of animated things, which should be pretty great, I think. I think we'll have a good time watching movies together. I mean, they're all going to be like probably animated, really, because I love animation and that sort of thing. Maybe one day it'll just be a straight up Steven Universe marathon or something. I don't know. We'll see. But it should be a lot of fun. I'm excited about it. And then Jackie and I, we're also planning our own summer movie festival. We've been coming up with movies that we've seen. Like, I've come up with a list of movies that I've seen that Jackie hasn't seen and that I wanted to show her, and she's done the same. So, and then we've also added movies that we both haven't seen but have been interested in watching and feel like we should watch them. So, yeah, it'll be like a mix of sharing things that we love with each other and then also finding new things that we feel are missing from just our knowledge of movies and that sort of thing. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. And then, yeah, outside of that, we're starting to plan out working on our garden. We've done nothing on it so far, and we probably need to plan our weekends out a little bit better, especially because, like, I don't know, I know I tend to prioritize the work that I do on YouTube for the weekends because it's kind of the only chance I get to work on them. And so, yeah, finding a good time to do everything, I think that's what we need to work on for stuff. But I do want to do some of these things. Like I said, we want to start working on our garden. Last year, we tried to plant pumpkins. We tried to plant all sorts of things. The pumpkins were doing great at first. And then the snails started coming, and it was Attack of the Snails every single day. They were eating our little pumpkin plant, and it didn't make it. I mean, one of them we saved, but it just didn't have the time to grow and become a big pumpkin plant or give us a pumpkin at all. Like, it got flowers at some point, but no pumpkins, unfortunately. But this year we want to go a little bit more all out on it. I got a hoe so I could, Jackie will laugh when I say that, but I got a hoe so I could, start tilling the soil and everything, and we're going to get fertilizer and make sure we do it right this year, because we have been failing year after year, but this year I want to get it right and make a great garden. And then outside of that, we're going to find, like, hikes to go on for the summer. Jackie's almost done with school for this year, so she's going to be on summer break pretty soon, which it'll be fun. It'll change, like, my schedule around for sure. Like, already I'm thinking, like, okay, like, how is my weekend gonna work with stuff? Because, I mean, during the school year, like, Jackie's got work to do, I've got stuff to do. But during the summer, it's gonna be a little different, figuring out the schedule. Like, things like my streaming, I usually stream on Saturdays in the morning. I'm gonna have to find just a different time to do that. And so, yeah, gonna be thinking about all the changes that will be made, but it'll be fun. I think we've got a lot of fun activities that we want to get into. And so, yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. I hope your spring has been going well, and that, once again, your wedding planning is going well. And, I mean, we've seen save the date and everything, and we are saving that date for you guys. So we're excited to go out there. We'll be out there for quite a couple times in October, actually. We're making a lot of trips to California this year. I think we're missing it a lot. We're missing our families and everything, and friends, of course. So, yeah, we're excited to get out there. But anyways, I won't keep you any longer. I hope you're having a great week, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.